What's up everybody, it's your boy Code102 aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. I've got a really good gameplay for you guys today. This was probably one of the funnest games I've had in Fifa20 in a very long time. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this gameplay. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Manchester United vs Manchester City match predictions for the Carabao Cup. I also want to talk about the Wolves, my reaction to the Wolves game. Just because I didn't really make a video on it, so I kind of wanted to shed a bit of light on how I felt about that game as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you want more, please like and subscribe, and let's get straight to the video. Now, when it comes to the Wolves game, look, the game was just, it was rather boring to be honest, and we didn't play very well. We had a solid first half, but the second half was probably the worst I've seen in a long time. And I think we were very lucky to get a draw out of that game, but I also think that Wolves weren't very good either. So maybe we weren't so lucky, maybe we could have won that game. I know we got close with the Rashford opportunity, but I just don't think these two teams, Wolves and Manchester United, they just do not create a very entertaining game to watch, do they? So hopefully with the replay, because the game did end 0-0 for everybody who didn't know, hopefully the replay will be a bit better. It's going to be at Old Trafford, I believe, and let's try and get something out of that game. By no means, especially with the squad rotation that we had with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that game, do I want to lose on purpose to the teams to get eliminated from a cup to focus on others. I think the squad rotation, it works sometimes and other times it didn't. I think we got very lucky that we got a draw out of this game, because I did say at the start we were probably going to lose, but we won. We didn't win, we drew, sorry. And hopefully we can win the next one. Just all that matters now is let's beat Wolves. I don't care how scrappy, how boring it is. Let's just get through. It's a cup competition, and I want to win every cup competition that we're in. Now, when it comes to ratings and all that, I'm not going to give a rating. I don't really believe anybody deserves to be criticised for a game that was that boring, especially there's a lot of youth in the team. I just want to say that I'm very happy with how Brandon Williams played. I'm really happy that Romero played well. And our centre-backs and all that, they did fine. So that's all I really want to say. Attacking-wise, I'm not even going to bother. And midfield, I think everybody knows our midfield situation is poor. And we need to just make some signings. I don't think we're going to make a signing, but we just need to make some signings in the midfield to try and get some squad depth that we've lost again with these injuries, and it's just going to keep happening if we don't find a way to resolve it. Anyway, now let's talk about the Manchester City game. This game, or these two games, let's say, but I'm only going to focus on the first game, but these two games can go either way. Now, looking at the FA Cup for Manchester City, they played a fairly weaker side compared to what they normally produce. But one thing you got to know about Manchester City, any side that they put out there is a good side. They have amazing squad depth. I'm honestly surprised half these players feel like they shouldn't be starting in a team like Manchester City, but they have fantastic coaching, fantastic players. Their squad depth is insane, so we got to be prepared for whatever team they put out there. Now, I can only go based on experience from the last time we versed them. I believe it was in the Carabao Cup. They didn't produce a strong side whatsoever, and we took that game and we beat them. I think it was a one-mata goal or a penalty. I'm not sure how we beat them, but I'm pretty sure we beat them. So, will Manchester City go with a weaker side? I think for this game, considering who they versed in the FA Cup with their weaker side, I think they're going to produce a pretty strong side. So I think we have to do the same. Looking at the FA Cup, we had a lot of squad rotation, but we also had a lot of strong players. I think it's good that our strikers, Martial, Rashford did kind of have a rest, but he did play. We did rest some of our players. And I think that's very important for this game as well. I think we need to produce a strong side. So the likes of Wan-Bissaka needs to play. Luke Shaw will probably play this game. Debatable on whether he's a stronger asset than Brandon Williams, but let's just save that for another video. So overall, we need to produce a strong squad, because Manchester City will do the same. Last time we versed Manchester City, we had a perfect game and we did beat them 2-1. I'm not sure if this is going to be the same. I mean, it's at Old Trafford, so we do have a chance to kind of stun them, but I think we're going to have to play a perfect game again. The one thing I can never doubt Well, actually, I can kind of doubt it now, but we do seem to show up against the top 6 teams, except for Arsenal. That was kind of a setback as well. So I think we just need to have a very solid game, and we can end up beating Manchester City. But I'm not going to give my hopes up. We don't have much squad depth, and I think we're going to have to play a strong side that's going to have to play again in a couple of days. So it's just not a good ideal situation. And when it comes to my starting 11, I think we're going to try and produce the strongest team we possibly can. So the one thing I really want to see, I do want to see Romero play again. I think it's not fair really to have Romero play so good and then get benched the next game. It is the Carabao Cup, and we do need to play our best players. But Romero needs to be given another opportunity to play. He needs game time. He's a backup goalkeeper, and he's probably the best backup goalkeeper in the world. And I think he just needs some game time. So I'm going to go with Romero in goal. Hopefully, I don't really mind who plays, but hopefully Romero can have a solid game. Maybe against the bigger sides, we have tended to play De Gea against the top 6 teams, no matter what the cup competition is. But maybe Romero gets the start for just how well he played against Wolves. I think right back, Wan-Bissaka's going to play. I think he has to play. Wan-Bissaka against Manchester City probably had his best game that I've ever seen him have, both Crystal Palace and Manchester United. He kept Sterling quiet for majority, if not all of the time. And I don't think it's a question. If we're looking to win this competition, we seriously need Wan-Bissaka to play. Now, when it comes to the centre-backs, there has been rumours that Harry Maguire will not be fit to play, but we do not know at this current time. So, just to be safe, I'm not going to put Harry Maguire into the team. I am going to put Victor Lindelof and Twanzebe. I don't think we lose much with Twanzebe in the squad. I think Twanzebe is a young, upcoming centre-back. He's a Rolls Royce. He's quick. He's tenacious. He's a very, very, very good defender. He can. His catch-up speed is insane, and I think if we play Twanzebe, we're not losing much. But I do wish Harry Maguire could play. But if he doesn't, I think Twanzebe is a very suitable backup, and I'm going to be very happy to see him get some game time again. Now, for the left-back position, I think Luke Shaw has to play. Brandon Williams had a very solid game against Wolves, and he seriously, now is the time that he's making his name for that starting left-back position. But I just think we just need to get everybody well rested. Every single player needs to be well rested. And since Brandon Williams did play against Wolves, I don't see how we should risk him against Manchester City. I do see him as a potential super sub. He can come on and he can create some attacking spark that Luke Shaw sometimes doesn't seem to have. So maybe that's a potential substitution, but I think Luke Shaw needs to start. Let's go into the midfield. I think the midfield, this is tough. I definitely think Fred needs to play, because Fred, I'm pretty sure, is fit to play. He's fit to play, and he should play. If we are, it just all depends on what kind of side we're going to bring out compared to them. I think Fred needs to play this game. Fred against Manchester City had one of his best games as well, and I think we just got to stick to the formula that we know. And Fred was fantastic, and he has been fantastic. He's just building up to be the player of the season in my eyes, but I think just for this game, let's focus on this game. He definitely needs to play, and I think if he does play, we have a better chance of winning. Also, this is the tough one, because there are a lot of options in this CDM position. I'm going to go with Matic, and I believe it's not right to go with Matic, but I am going to go with Matic just because we have nobody else. I want to see Garner play, but I don't think Garner playing against a top side like Manchester City and him having a bad game will do him any good whatsoever. But if we can't play, I definitely think if we can't start Garner, I think he needs to be on the bench, and we need to play Matic. I think for everybody that says that Matic is useless and he shouldn't be playing for Manchester United, as much as I agree, I don't think Matic is a Manchester United type player anymore. I think we just need anybody we can get. So he is going to be useful for us for the coming weeks until our midfielders get back and are healthy. and we'll just see how everything goes. So yes, Nemanja Matic will probably play this game, and I'm not going to have much of a problem with it. I know he didn't play very well against Wolves. He was one of the worst players on the pitch. But we do need midfielders, and he is a midfielder, good one or not. We just need a midfielder, so yeah, he'll probably play. Going on to the cams, I think Andreas needs to play cam, but I'm going to go with Jesse Lingard. There's no real reason why I'm going for Jesse Lingard. I just think because Andreas played, he's probably going to get a rest, and we're going to have to play Jesse Lingard. I'm praying that this is the game Jesse Lingard turns it around, because it's Manchester City. We need some of the players that really know what it means to versus Manchester City to step up. The likes of Rashford, Jesse Lingard, Twanzebe, Mason Greenwood, even, who's learning, but like just being part of the youth setup, you kind of you know what it feels like in a derby, and we need those players to step up and play their hearts out. It doesn't matter what cup competition it is. It doesn't have to be the Premier League. We need them to play their hearts out in a derby. So I'm hoping Jesse Lingard plays and he shines and he gets back to the form that we need him to get to, because at the end of the day, if Jesse Lingard can get his form back, we're a different team in general. But maybe this is just how he is. I'm not sure. I will make another video just based on Jesse Lingard alone in some other time. But for now, let's just stick with Jesse Lingard at cam. Now, attacking three. We rested our attacking three. We played Chong and Greenwood, so I can only assume that Rashford and Martial will start. Let's go with Rashford. Rashford needs to have a good game. He had a good game last time. He needs a good game this time as well. That opportunity that he has against Wolves shows that he's dangerous at any time. I know he didn't score it, but he is a dangerous player, and if you give him enough space, it's lights out. So hopefully he can get at the right back, whoever that right back may be. Let's just keep going at them. Let's attack them. I think Rashford's going to be a perfect player for this game. Martial as well. We rested Martial for Wolves, so I see him playing in this game, and he scored against Manchester City last time. Martial against the bigger teams, sometimes he's very consistent when it comes to that. Sometimes he goes missing and sometimes he shines. He shined last time, and that confidence of scoring against Manchester City, I can only see him getting more confidence out of that. He bagged a very good goal against Manchester City, so maybe he can bag another one. If he doesn't bag another one, as long as he plays hard and he gets people he's linking the play, because I think if Martial can link the play to our attackers, we don't seem to have many people that can do that, that can get the ball to our attackers. But once the ball does go to our attackers, that's Martial's job to link the attackers further on to goal, or him scoring himself. So I do believe Martial should start. Right wing, I mean, I don't know who's going to start right wing. I'm going to go with Daniel James, just for the same reason I went with last time. If we're going to play the counter-attacking style of play, I think Daniel James is the better suited option. He tracks back more than anybody on the team. He's very fast and pacey. If we're starting a counter-attack, there's no one I would like more than Daniel James on that counter-attack. So many of his assists are based on the counter-attack. He knows how to whip a good cross in. So let's go with Daniel James. Now, when it comes to potential comebacks, I've mentioned Harry Maguire. I'm not sure about anybody else, but we seriously need to sign players in January, man. It's getting ridiculous how many injuries we are getting in every area of the pitch. It's just not a good position to be in right now. When it comes to my prediction of this game, at Old Trafford, I believe this is going to be a 1-1 draw. I don't think we're going to beat Manchester City. I think, as much as I'm a Man United fan, I'm also a realist. I think it's unfair to say that we're going to... Oh, goal. That goal was crazy. I don't think we're going to beat Manchester City, but we've done it before, so it's not like all hope is lost. But I just got to be a realist. We had a perfect game to beat Manchester City before. Can we do that again? Of course we could do it again, but I just don't see it happening. I think a 1-1 draw, and we'll take it to the Etihad and see what happens there. What I want to happen, I want Manchester United to win at least bag 2 goals, because we need a safety net if we are going to beat Manchester City. We can't just beat them by 1 goal. It's very important to score more than 1 goal this game. Maybe our defense will sort itself out, but we just got to bag more than 1 goal. I'm very excited for this. I like versing the bigger teams. I like the competition. It does show exactly where we need to be, because those smaller teams, even though we can't seem to beat them, they don't really reflect where the progression that needs to be made. It just projects the consistency in our players. That's what needs to be fixed. But actually versing the bigger teams, it just shows the level that we need to get to, and hopefully we can get to those levels in the coming years. Now, it's going to be tough, but I really do have faith in this team. So when it comes to the second leg, this all depends on this. This is the most important game out of the legs for us. It's at home. We're going to have our fans. I know Manchester City in Manchester, but they don't have many fans. They still don't. So this is if we're going to beat them, we need to beat them here. Because Etihad, it's going to be another perfect game type of situation. So it's very important that we need to get something from here. I am going for a 1-1, and we'll see what happens. Now, while I don't really have much left to say, so when it comes to FIFA, this game kind of it made me very happy to play this game. I'm not sure why. It was just a very exciting game to watch, and it kind of making me think of potentially doing a FIFA career mode in the future. So for anyone that's really interested in that, just let me know. I'm not hard to reach, so I just feel like when it comes to editing and all that, I'm not the greatest. I'm sure everybody knows that by now. But I do think FIFA career mode with games like this, that's going to be entertaining to watch. I mean, this game was honestly crazy, and I didn't think I was going to win this game either, but I did. So, oh well. It's more positivity for us, I guess. If I could do it on FIFA, then they can do it in real life, you know. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. More videos coming soon. I need to get this to 19 minutes, so I'm just going to ramble for the rest if you just want to click off. But yeah, more videos coming soon. There's going to be a potential few more basketball videos coming soon. I know a lot of people like those. And I do plan on having a video come out potentially about the state of WWE and all of that, what my thoughts on it. So if you're interested in that, please stick around, please like and subscribe, and let's build this community up to what it can be, man. I mean, it's sports. Everybody that loves sports will have something to say about it. I'm all about people voicing what they want to say, even if it sounds or feels ridiculous. I don't know, people have their own opinions, so you gotta let them speak. So anybody that has any thoughts about the Manchester City game, the Man United game, the Manchester City vs Man United game, any thoughts about anything else, feel free to voice them. I'll be happy to have a debate with anybody. And yeah, that's all I really, I don't know what else to say.
Looking less than pleased.
Just thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want more. I'm going to end it here. There's going to just be a few seconds of gameplay where there's no commentary. Just take care. It's been your boy, Code 102.
There is the final whistle. Well, they've got the lot. They've got the win against their bitter rivals today, their local rivals. Splendid satisfaction.
Oh yeah, I mean the build-up to this match has been endless, it seems. So a lot of pressure on both sides for the winners now. Total glory.